Hello guys and girls. Now for today I'll be doing a different kind of video, meaning this video will be my first review video on this channel. Now I'll be playing the game Surviving the Aftermath, so please be understanding with me because after all it is my first review. Now this video, as with all of my videos, will be a little longer because I believe that when you first do a review of a game, you must enter more into details about that game. How it is, how it feels, how the gameplay is, what the story is, and how you can improve upon it. So let's start. Now, as you can see, I have purchased all the DLC for this game, and I highly recommend that you purchase them. Why is that? Because they will make the base game much better, much more interesting. They will bring another new story upon it, and you will enjoy it better. Now, of course, as I do on all of my videos, I recommend that you buy this game and also his DLC if you want to, only when they are on sale, or if they are free on Epic Games, of course. So it is up to you. Now, the first things I want to talk about is the mods. I recommend that you install only the debug mod on, because even though yes it is kind of a cheat code, it is nice to have it, especially when you're almost near the end of the game and the game will hit you with a lot of well, let's say events that will hammer your colony extremely hard. Now, for those players that don't know what this game is all about, this game is a post-apocalyptic strategy with a little bit of RPG in it. I mean, the RPG is extremely low in this game, but there is a little points into it anyway. So the asteroids came, they throw humanity into the Stone Age, and our purpose now is to rebuild again all of it. Now, that is the story, very simple, not much there. Now, let's start. Now, for those of you who are watching, I have two gifts for you, meaning two maps. Now, let's start a new game. Prologue is the story, tutorial off, second, aim and progress. This does not count you can choose whatever you want them. They are your specialists, meaning they are your heroes. You can put your heroes to work on your colony to gather more faster in the beginning, or when you open the world map you can send them to explore other regions, interact with other societies, and also fight bandits. Now, I will show you those two maps first. This does not count at all. The colony name, colony motto, no. Now, once you reach a map seed, press the map seed and write the next number here. The next number is 358566765, and the rest leave it to 111. Now, if you change those numbers, as you can see here, the 111, you will not get this map. These numbers are the difficulty. So if you want to play with this map, you will have to play on the medium challenge, meaning the medium difficulty, and 75% difficulty. And let's start the game. Now, I have found two maps, and both of them are extremely good, because most of the maps this game will throw at you are, well, crap, honestly. So, as you can see, we have two segments of big water. Those are extremely good for fishing hut and the water collecting building. And let's plant our campsite either way. Let's pause the game a little and let's go to the world map. Now, the world map, as you can see, we are in a plain sector, and we are surrounded by one desert, plain, 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 and plain. So it is a very good sector. We are surrounded by very good sectors. Now let's back to the colony view. Let's plant our camp. Let's move a little faster. And let's bring out colonists. And they are here.
We've reached a milestone.
Okay. So what do we have here? As you can see, the pollution, it is not very bad at all. We only have 2 medium pollution segments, concrete already here, and a lot of plastic. Let's press the resources menu, and we have 4 plastic up here, so that is we can put around it 1 plastic collector and 4 more here, and another plastic collector here. A lot of wood, and the best part on this map is we also have a lot of soil fertility on it, because you will need that soil fertility to build farms. If you don't have farms in this game, you will not expand well and you will lose the game. Now, I recommend on this map I've not played it enough, too much, but I recommend that you always put your as you can see, your tents and your houses on the barren side. Do not put them on the fertile ground, because you need the fertile ground, as I said, for farms and also to plant trees, because you need a lot of wood in this game. Now, this is one map, and let's go to the next map. New game, normal, tutorial off. And let's put the next number in. The next number is 3041562118. Now this map, it is on the same difficulty as the other one, but it is better than the last map. Let's wait for the game to load. So let's pause the game. Now we also have 2 segments of water, so a lot of places to put our fishing hut and our water collector. Buildings, let's go back to the world map, and what do we have here? 1 marshland, 1 wasteland, 1 urban, which is extremely good in the beginning because you need to bring more population in, 1 wasteland and another wasteland. Now don't worry about those wastelands, they are not important. Now let's get back to the buildings and let's build the campsite so I can show you how the colony looks like. Let's bring our colonies, shoot the flare. That's it. Now as you can see, the pollution, it is still great. Not too much pollution around us, so we can expand very quickly in all the parts of the colony. We also have a lot of green, which is extremely good for our farms and wood. Let me show you the soil fertility. A lot of soil fertility, we can build a lot of farms, plant a lot of trees, and also well for water. Now I recommend that you first build the houses over here on this barren part, so you can expand with the rest of the buildings towards the main building. We also have a lot of plastic. Let me show you the resources. Now 5 plastic deposit here and 3 more here, and there are a lot more in the fog of war. Now the metal is over here, and the concrete is, I think it is over here somewhere. The concrete and also a lot more metal. So this map is extremely good. Now, yes, there are some small pollution deposits, but the small ones you can sustain it. The bigger ones are, well, the medium one is still okay. But if you are on the map and you have in the beginning large deposit pollution, well, that is done. Now, as you can see, this map is extremely good. and I played it a lot, and I will load the game and you will see how I have expanded my colony. Now, before we get into that, let me explain for those who haven't played this game yet and haven't watched my first impression video. Now, if you are going here, you can see this is your building menu. Scout towers, the shelter for your colonists, the stockpiles where you can put your resources into it, the food part, the water part, the gathering part, and this is for starters the medical part. Now this will expand in time, so don't worry, there are a lot of more buildings than this. Now the resources, the happiness. Now the happiness, even though it does not count much in the beginning, it does count a lot in the medium part and the last part, because if your colonists are unhappy, they will leave. And trust me when I'm gonna tell you, they will leave in big numbers. I mean, you can lose half your colony like that, and they are gone. Now, I need a little coffee. So, the happiness, it is very important for your colonist. Now, this is your colonist. Your colonist comes in different segments, for example. We have the children, the adults, the elders. Now the children, you cannot put the children to work on buildings, but they are carriers. They mean they will carry around resources from one place to another. The adults can reproduce, so you mean you can increase your colony number, but that takes a lot of time, and it is very RNG, extremely RNG. Even if you are full at happiness, they still refuse to reproduce. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just unlucky, as always. Now, the adults can be put to work in buildings. Now, the last part is the elders. Now, the elders, yes, they can be put to work in buildings, but they cannot reproduce, and they will die. And once they die for a few minutes, your colony will lose happiness, because, well, your colonists are unhappy because their friend died. So yeah, they try to reproduce something from real life into this game. Now the shelter space is the house for your colonist. This is lunar dust. You will eventually get to that point where lunar dust will fall from the sky, and you all need to do is just collect it, and you can, for example, force your workers to work overtime, and you can pay them in lunar dust. Weird, I know. Now the food part. Now the food, it is very different, because the food is in two segments. The meat part, which is the fish and, well, other animal, and the vegetables. Now you can only get plant-based from crops. From the beginning you get them from berries, but those will eventually run off. So you need to plant a farm so you can harvest, and you have to have both, for example, plant-based food and also meat-based food. You cannot have one or without the other one. Sorry about that. Now water you can get it from, as I can show you from this, you can plant a water collector near the big pile of water, and you can get water, and you can also plant water well. Now in this map you have a lot of places where you can plant a water well, so that is great. Energy, you will eventually go into research, and you can research the energy part, where you can build a solar panel and you can bring in energy. Some buildings will require energy. Now the wood and the plastic, these are your base buildings materials. Now this will help you build your first buildings, but as soon as you go further into the research menu, and I will show you that research, you will need more and more resources, so you must always produce wood and plastic. Now the next resource, sorry about that, is metal. Metal, you will get it, you will first have to do its research, and then you can harvest, well, not harvest, but gather the metal. Then comes the concrete, same as metal. and parts. Parts, you will begin to produce them or find them into the world map. Same with the components. Now, tools, your workers need tools to actually work more better. Yet, yes, they can work without tools, but they will be slower. Same with clothes, you need to dress them because, yeah, they are working much better with clothing on than, well, without them. And tools, clothes, and also weapons, they are breaking in time. So you always have to produce them or bring them from the scavenging from the world map into your colony. Now let's go to the medicine. The medicine, when in your starting area, in 3 segments. Iodine pills, you need that for if your colonists gather more contamination from the pollution. Antibiotics if they get sick, and medicine. Now, firewood, some buildings will require firewood, but from time to time a devastation or a catastrophe will occur, and you'll have to, for example, winter is coming. And trust me, this game, it does come. Now, you need a special kind of building that will warm the other buildings up, and they will spend firewood. So you need more wood. That is a building, for example, it is over here, the logging camp. This will produce from 5 wood, will produce 2 firewood. Very simple. This is the science points. You get science points when you explore the world map. And currency if you want to trade with other factions, and also if you want to recruit more heroes or specialists, they are called in this game. Now there are also even more resources here, as you can see: fiber, junk, electronics, fun box, and so on. And also blight samples that come from the bugs. If you have the DLC with the bugs, you will get attacked by the bugs and you will know what this is all about. Now, let me load my game. World map, this one. And I will show you how I have advanced on this map, and I will show you also the science part. Now, as you can see, I'm in the middle of this playthrough. I'm still way off until I can finish this game, but not too much. So, before I'm starting this, let me tell you this: do not overextend. I mean, do not. Meaning overextend, meaning do not bring a lot of population into your colony, because they will get upset. You will eventually run out of either water or food, or they are not happy because you need to increase their happiness. So yeah, you have to always take that into consideration. Do not overextend. For example, I do it this way. I am building all of my buildings that requires wood and plastic, and research all of them. After that is done, I go to the next part, the metal part. I do that and then go to the concrete, and then go to the energy, or first energy and then concrete. This way I'm not overextending, even though it is extremely tempting to overextend in this game. But if you're overextending, you will lose the game very fast, because this game, even though this game cheats, and let me explain how it does cheat. If he see you that you're, for example, missing food, he will hit you with 1 or 2 events that will cripple your colony even harder. Or it will bring one catastrophe example that will permanently make you lose the game. So you must be very careful about that. Now let's go into the science. And let me tell you about the overextending. As you can see, most of them, the beginning, are done and going towards the medium parts. Now the science is in 6 parts, 6 segments. We have the food part, the resources part, the infrastructure part, the community part, the safety part, and the new alliance part. Now the new alliance is a DLC that is more with the other factions around the map. Now, for example, when I'm first starting, this is how I'm playing. I'm first going to the medical training. Why is that? because after you opened your gate, you will, in like 3 minutes, you will get hit by your first catastrophe. And while the first catastrophe, it is not that hard to maintain, you must be careful to have a lot of medical tents on it, meaning your colonies will not die from that catastrophe. As you can see, I have 18 colonists, but I already have 5 medical tents, because they always get sick on something. Some of them are irradiated, some will get infected, some will, well, I don't know, get into an accident. You always need medical tents. You always need. Now, after that, I go to the frontier outpost. This is the front. Where is it? This is the frontier outpost. Meaning you can create a settler. One of your specialists can become a settler, like this one is. And you can build, for example, in this part I can build a research outpost here. And I will receive every 12 hours 14 research production, because you need research points to do the research. Now, let's go back to the colony. I will show you eventually the world map. Now, after that, I'm going towards the crowbars. Metal scavenging and up and then down, because you need the metal. As I said, on this map, this will also be metal parts, metal here, concrete here, metal here, as I said, and this is, it is much easier with the resource, yes. So metal, and concrete. You need a lot of metal in this game. And after that, you can decide on your own which way to take. Now, I recommend you go towards the farming, because honestly, you need a lot of food in this game, but after you have to decide that for your own. Now, after you open the gates and you get out, please also put down some guard posts, because your colony will get attacked. After your first catastrophe, it will attack you. Now you can be attacked either by boars, by bugs, by a lot of rats. That depends on how lucky or unlucky you are. So yeah, we have to take that into consideration also. Now, the last part about the colony is the happiness, because as you can see, it is extremely hard to maintain your happiness up. Now, for example, I was going towards this one. After I have researched the metal part, I have gone to the bunk beds. Now, do not build this. The bunk beds is an upgrade to your tents. Do not put your colony into bunk beds. Do not upgrade your tents, because it will decrease your happiness even further, and they will not reproduce. Yeah, I know. Now, after that, you research this education, meaning you can build a school for your children. Build that, is very good. They will become much more better adults. And secondly, I did not go to home improvement. I can build an improved shanty. I was going to the tenement. Now, the tenement is like a block, honestly. Now, if you, for example, only have the simple tenement, they can hold 8 colonists in them, but they will not reproduce. Yeah, because there are too many into one space. They are crowded. Now, if you do the upgraded tenement here, they will begin, as you can see, happiness bonuses and increased birth rate. So they can also hold 10 colonists. So I recommend that you go towards this building first. This is my opinion. And the rest in time you will figure out on your own. Now, let's get back into the colony, into the world map. Now, this is the world map. As I said before, this map is extremely good, because you have urban sector near you. You can build an outpost survival, and you have another one up here. So these two outposts will bring you a lot of colonists in town. And with the outposts, you can always bring them when you want to. once, for example, once they reach 10 out of 10 colonies, you can take the survival. So you can take 2 of 10. That depends on you. Now, the other factions, one is here, the other one is here, the other one I think is up here somewhere. I've not explored it yet. Now, the other one is here, and another one is, I think is here. And one is here, and I think there is another one over here somewhere. So I have not explored this map entirely. Now, for example, for science you can go towards here, science post, and another one here. And for other equipment you can go, you have one here, manufacturing, and so on, shopping center, motel. So there is a lot of great scavenging spots for your outpost there, if you want to expand towards there. Now from time to time, yes, your outpost will be attacked. As you can see, bandits are moving on the minimap right and left where they want to. But if they are taking your outpost, do not be afraid of that. You can take it back, so the outpost will not be destroyed. About that. Now, well, please build farms. This is the best advice I can give you. Build farms, because you need a lot of food in this game, and a lot of diverse food. As you can see, I have 2 cookhouse. You get them from your research, and one of them is making meat meal, and the other one is making vegetable meal. And I still have 2 colonists malnourished. So yeah, it is what it is. Now you can also build, after you do the research, a tailor that can produce clothes. There is also building that can produce tools, and there will be also building that can produce weapons, but that is way into the end game. So as you can see, I have way more buildings now than you first started. So this game does expand with time, but you have to, like I said, don't overextend. Now, I think, guys, this is it. I've tried to explain every segment of this game. Now, yes, I could play myself this game and show you, but this game takes a lot of time to actually reach this kind of level. For example, I've reached this level in like almost 3 hours, so it takes time. But you can pause it anytime you want. So to make, I don't know, for example, a full playthrough, that would be like 5-6 videos. That takes a lot of time, but maybe I will, maybe I will not. So this is my first review of this game, and also my first review on this channel. Now the question is this game worth it? Well, like I said in the beginning, only buy it on sale, and if you want to buy it, try and buy the DLC also. They will extremely bring a lot of great playthrough to your game, and a lot of new research, new items, and so on. So they are not like a blank DLC. They actually bring something better to this game. But buy it on sale, not on full price. No. I hope you like my first review. I've tried to be extremely to the point, so I do not talk about nothing. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will also make another one in the near future about another game. Please subscribe, like and share my video with your friends. Comment also, I will respond to your message. And I will see you next time with another review video. Bye!